Hi everyone, I'm Nick Stanisic with Patterson Dental, and today I'm going to be talking about Yabangbang handpieces. You heard that right, Yabangbang handpieces, straight out of China, available on eBay, and I'm going to be comparing those to German-made Kavo handpieces, and honestly, just as a general comparison to all what I'd call standard handpieces, standard manufacturer handpieces, Kavo, NSK, Midwest, the big three there. I'm going to really kind of be comparing against those. But I want to just first and foremost talk about Yabangbang before I get into some details here. So first and foremost, this is what it looks like here. It looks like a traditional handpiece that you would find, from Midwest, NSK, or even possibly Kavo. This is an air-driven 4-hole. It does have LED and a 3-hole spray on there. But the big difference is, first and foremost, this is not FDA approved. So handpieces are required to be FDA approved in the United States to use them. There's a reason for that. You're putting in a patient's mouth. It's going, 400,000 revolutions per minute. You want to have good safety standards. This is made in China, no safety standards. You don't even know what's in here. And this is $25 that you buy on eBay, and it's made to be disposable. It's not made to be sent in for repair like a Kavo or Midwest. This is just, you take it and you throw it away. And I recently had a doctor that was talking to me about this, and he uses these, and he goes through like 50 of them a month. And I was like, what are you doing? This makes no sense. Let's talk about Kavo handpieces or another manufacturer and see how we can help you make sense of this. Because in the end, if you're going through 50 handpieces a month, and you do that for 7-10 years, you're going to spend more than you would if you were to just buy the regular Kavo, NSK, Midwest handpieces. So anyways, made in China, not FDA approved. It feels really just like a toy almost. Doesn't even feel like real. It's very light. I have tested this for cutting. It is okay, but again, I would never use this ever. I would never recommend anyone using this. But I do have some dentists that do that, and I just don't think you should be putting something in a patient's mouth that's not FDA approved. And what you're about to see here, another reason. So I was recently in Germany at Kavo, and I learned all about Kavo handpieces. I learned about a lot of different things there, how they manufacture them, the steel that gets involved in that, the safety protocols, everything that makes Kavo an amazing, not only company, but they make amazing products that are built for precision and built for dentistry. And so one thing is the chuck mechanism. So actually we'll start at the Kavo. So while I was out there is this little tool right here that they have that you can put into the chuck here, and it's meant to check the tension, the force that is there, so that you're getting the right amount of hold, so to speak, the right amount of tension so that your burrs aren't coming out. And that's why I said, this is a big deal, because if your burrs are flying out while they're in a patient's mouth, then that's a big problem, especially if you're going, 300,000 and it shoots out, that could put a hole through their cheek. We don't want any of that. So let's just take a look at this. This is a brand new Kavo handpiece, and I'm going to go ahead and put this in here, and we're going to go ahead and see how this works. So you'll see, I'm going to put this in like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pull. And the idea is, and I'm going to get close, is that, and I'm pulling pretty hard. I'm going back and forth. And the idea is that I'm supposed to pull this out, which this is the maximum I can go right now. And it is not coming out. You can see that right there. Okay. Now let's go ahead, take that out. And now we're going to do the Yabangbang, the $25 eBay special. And we're going to go ahead and put that in there. Make sure that gets in there. And now we're going to do the same thing on this wall chair. And let's do that again. I don't know if you noticed that, but just with a little bit of force, it couldn't even make it to the end. And it just pulled out. Boom. Let's do it again. That's a burr. That one was even easier. You can see that this is just not staying in here like it was on this one. Oop, missed it there. Let's try again. You can see I'm going back and forth and I'm pulling up. Finally got it out there. With a lot of force down that last one, I got it out. So that is, again, another reason why you do want to use something like a Kavo handpiece, because that burr's going to stay in there. Now, there's a million other reasons, and I can get into it. I'm already over 5 minutes here on this video, so I don't want to talk too long. But I just will tell you that I do not recommend the Yabangbang handpieces. If you're looking for handpieces, if you're interested in, you want to learn more about whether it be Kavo, NSK, Midwest, or whoever it is, we always have promotions. I can also dig into why you should buy maybe a Kavo or an NSK or a Midwest and what they're good at and what their strengths and what their weaknesses are. I do not see any strengths in a Yabangbang handpiece. All I see are weaknesses. And one more thing here before we go. I did connect these and to the unit back here behind me, and I just played with them on the rheostat and went pedal to the metal on the rheostat. Kavo handpiece was between 55 and 60 decibels. I had my iPad here, and I was testing the decibels on the app there. It was between 55 and 60 decibels, full blast on the rheostat. Yabangbang was between 70 and 75 decibels. So that's a lot of extra noise. You already know patients have fear. And if you're even louder with that handpiece, that's even potentially more fear, not to mention people that are out in the waiting room or in the operatory next to you, they're going to hear that. So just something to consider. I know you're looking to save money. I know that you're looking to be as price conscious as possible, especially in today's market. I get it. I understand. But there are alternatives to the Yabangbang. There are better choices. And there are ways for us to get you something that is actually FDA approved, good steel, good engineering, good resistance here and strength in the chuck, something that has the ability to be repaired. There's good options for that. So please reach out to me and we can discuss that further. This video went a little bit longer than I anticipated, but I appreciate you staying with me. Hope you have a wonderful day, and we have the holidays here now. This is December here, so I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.